I'm going to show you how you can beat AI, beat the daylights out of it, and use it as your tool and not have it take your job away. There's a lot going on in the world, and many people are scared. I can understand that. But if you do the right things that only humans can do and AI cannot do, you're going to do it. So I'm going to give you 10 steps. 10 steps are going to help you to overcome that. Let's get right into it. Step number 1, I want you to leverage your personal experiences, things that have happened to you, and storytelling, and make it something that is you. I like to call this You-Ize it. So if your name is Mary, you would Mary-Ize it. If you're Bob, you would Bob-Ize it. I'm Terry, so I would Terry-Ize it. Kind of cool there, but you want to make it something that is really unique to you. You want to find, for instance, stories of that trip you went on last March. It was really good. AI doesn't know about that. Or that book you read a few years ago and that other one that was like it, and those two that you can compare. Think about something you can do uniquely that AI can't do. As an example, a lot of people that are doing traveling and they're travel vloggers, they're talking about what experience they had when they went to this restaurant in this town or went over here to that. That's something that AI cannot do, and it's something that you, my fellow human being, can do, so we can exploit that to really get ahead so that people look at what we're doing more than just something that's been churned out from an AI mill. Step number 2, you want to emphasize your creativity that you have as a human being. You're doing things that only you can do, and use your creativity in a way that is going to help others benefit from it. There's a lot of people that are doing this in many different ways. For instance, a lot of storytellers are using video and audio, and they're able to tell stories where they interweave different interactions with their audience. Now, we can use AI as a tool to help us do that and give us some ideas, but this is something that only a human being can do. You're making it uniquely you. There's that You-Ize again. And make sure you're letting your creativity just explode and see how your audience likes it. Because see, that's the key. You want to serve your audience more than anything. The metrics are nice that they give us on YouTube. I love them. And I think they help us a lot with the analytics. But what matters more than all of that is identifying with your audience. That's something that we as human beings can do. Step number 3, you want to build a strong community. Have that community and attachment. That's really important. At our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, many people come for the content because we have a lot of cutting edge ideas on how they can use AI, how they can really build their business. But they come for the content, but stay for the community, because we've got a community of people that are helping each other. We often get together in breakout rooms during sessions where people are sharing with each other great ideas. And afterwards, people are connecting with each other in their own subgroups because they're learning that way. This is something that you want to build into your community so that you can have people that are engaging with others. For instance, a lot of times people will do online shows and programs where they have the breakout rooms, or they're interacting with each other and learning from other human beings what's going on. Hey, how have you handled this? How have you handled it? What happens when you ran into this challenge? Yeah, I heard about that one too. This is something that we can do uniquely as human beings. Now, we'll use AI as a tool to help us, just like we'll use the internet, just like we'll use video, because those are electronics, and really AI, when you get down to it, is electronics as well. But what we're doing now is we're going beyond what that is, and we're able to connect with each other as human beings in a community. Step number 4, I love this one. Collaborating with others who are creating content, who are doing different kinds of production. For instance, a lot of artists now that are doing painting, doing those wonderful things, are combining with musicians. And musicians, when they have, say, a new launch of an album, they will have the artists draw pictures for them, doing something like that. Now, you can do that online, you can do that in person, but this is something that human beings get. And what we're doing is we're collaborating with others, finding areas of strength where we have strengths in one area and we have weaknesses. By having a good community around you, you're able to build on top of that. Very important to build that community with relationship marketing. Relationship marketing is the key. I've been talking about this for years, and it's something that really gives people a way to connect with others, to be able to find out how we can help other people in a genuine, real way. That is extraordinarily important. I love step number 5. You want to focus on niche expertise, things that you can do that can provide some really in-depth look at what's going on, the analysis of what's happening, and then take the data and put the human touch to it. A lot of people that I work with in the finance department. I work with a lot of CPAs. I've also worked with a lot of financial planners and financial advisors who will work with people to say, okay, tell me what your situation is. And they'll hear all the details. And it's a good idea to go to those professionals because they know, okay, this is what the law says. This is what you can do. This is what you don't want to do at all. And let's blend that together with your unique ideas. And you see, by using AI and connecting with people on a human level, you're going to be able to achieve something that AI alone cannot. It can give you facts, and we use that. We love AI for the research that it can give us, the data, the different perspectives of, oh, hey, here's a couple of ideas I hadn't thought of before, but it's pulling it from different areas. But putting that together with the human touch, this is going to work. Look at what medical doctors can do now. Medical doctors can get all kinds of information on how your body is different uniquely to you, and AI can find out what works for people that have your unique body type, your unique gender, your unique status and weight, your experiences, your whole medical history. And a real medical professional, who we recommend you go see, can help you with all that. But then the human doctor, she can relate as a human being. He can sit down as a physician and talk to people from a different perspective. So as they can do that with medicine, think about how you can do it in the work that you're doing. If you're a content creator, think about how you can put that personal you feeling into it. There's that You-Ize thing again. Put that in there and make it you so that it come across in a way that really helps others. Oh, and number 6, this is a fun one. You can incorporate real-time location-based content. Now, this is really good. You can have something like a live video that you'll use. Facebook Live or LinkedIn Live, using X, formerly Twitter Live, those kind of tools and many, many others are available. We've got those and we can use those to get a message out to people and really connect with people one-on-one. So we can say, well, how many of you do this? Where are you coming in from? Oh, well, tell me about that. What's going on there? And have people coming on screen and working with you. We do a lot with Zoom at our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs and showing people live coming on the screen, something we do every week. Every Wednesday, for instance, we have a meeting where we bring in experts and top professionals from around the world. Hey, as a professional speaker myself, I get a chance to hang around with a bunch of them that are really, really smart, way smarter than me in many different areas. And we can have them share ideas. We make sure that it's highly interactive, that we really humanize the virtual experience. This is what we can do that AI, well, it just can't because it's machines. And that's okay. We still use the AI. We're grateful to have it. But what you want to do is, as much as possible, bring in a unique experience, and that location-based event that can be, hey, we're right here on the river here in town, we're looking at that, or we're going up to the mountains here, or hey, right now is the time because the big game's about to start. Those kind of things are really human beings, and AI is not going to be able to take that away from you. And I love this number 7. What you want to do is utilize multi-platform ways of getting through to people. Like, for instance, right now, one thing we're doing is we use this video and then we repurpose it into our podcast. So if you're catching us on audio, we're so glad to have you here. And we encourage you to take a look at the video. If you're watching this on video, maybe you want to listen to it again for whatever reason, because you got a nice trip going somewhere and you're going to listen in the car, then you can look at the podcast. Also using platforms like Instagram and like Twitter, which is now called X, and using LinkedIn, you can do that. Matter of fact, Alphana is Alphana. Alphana is one tool that I just picked up, seeing that it does a lot of multi-purposing, doing some great tools, great things with that, giving you LinkedIn posts or giving you excerpts and clips from a video. That's really good. I also use and love my Cast Magic. Cast Magic is a great tool for that, to be able to take your interview, take your audio, and repurpose it into LinkedIn, or pull out the keywords that are there that are really important, or to be able to turn it into another language. I often will give, and you'll see in the work that we do here, that we can have a Spanish language summary, and when we can, full language transcript of the Spanish language as well as English. AI helps us to do that, but what we're doing is we're humanizing it. We're combining those different tools with the human quality. Think about ways that you can really be a human and You-Ize what you're doing, while at the same time bringing in the best of the AI technology. That's a combination that is a winner. Oh, and here's one that is extraordinarily important, and you can see it when it doesn't come through. You want to embrace authenticity and be real. We can tell when someone's not being real. You know, when they put on that fake tune, that fake face, and that fake accent, and they try to be someone that they're not. Just be you. Be real. A lot of people are doing that. Matter of fact, getting rid of some of the B-roll and some of the other kind of flashy stuff that goes on. There's a place for that. We do it. We do some of it here, as you've seen. We do that. But sometimes you just want a video that says, hi, it's just you and me here. Let's talk about important topic. And do that. When you can do that, you're going to be able to connect with people in a real way. And obviously, you've got to be authentic. You got to be real, because if you're not real, people are going to see right through it. So you want to make sure you're connecting with people, helping them in a way that is solving their problem, and you're able to address the needs they have. As a matter of fact, I've heard that a lot of beauty consultants who have video channels are sometimes doing no makeup days. And what they're doing is they're saying, this is just me, and here's how it feels. Here's some of the challenges I'm going through and trying to do the makeup that I need. I'm not one on those kind of things. I'm not an expert on that, but I greatly admire and respect the people who know that. And so the key is having that real you. Sometimes you just take a camera. I'm using my video camera here on my laptop computer, but sometimes we'll like to create the videos from our smartphone so that we can use tools like Loom. I love Loom. It's a great tool. Or we'll use sometimes just the basic video that's there, or other tools that are out. Zoom is a good one to use many different ways on your laptop or on your portable devices. Of course, a laptop is portable too, but a laptop or using your smartphone can work really well. The key is be authentic and real. That's your real edge over AI every time. Oh, and here's one that we use a lot in consulting and coaching. You want to offer personalized, highly interactive and exchanging information exercises and experiences. Have people come on screen with you. We use that with Zoom a lot. Matter of fact, at our Stark Raving Entrepreneurs, we're doing that where we're solving real problems and people walk out saying, wow, we got the information we needed. That's what AI cannot do, at least not yet. It can give us a lot of good information, and I love the interaction that we get with it, particularly with some of the latest models that we talk about in other videos. You want to look at some of those that we've got and show you how you can interact back and forth almost as if it were a real person, but not quite there yet. And that's where we as human beings can beat the daylights out of AI by going over what we need to do and connecting with people in a real way. Listening. I love the way my buddy Chris Brogan says it. I've said this many times when Chris says we need to grow bigger ears. Yeah, listen better. Don't just go, oh, what are you doing? Oh, okay, well, let me tell you about me. No. You want people that are going to say, hey, I want to listen to you. And you want people that are going to listen and care as a genuine human being. I think that's most important. I often talk about people that have the opposite of what we need. And I like to say they have eye trouble. And now I don't mean EYE trouble. I mean the letter I. I did this and I did that and I'm doing this and I'm going to do that. You've heard those people before? Yeah, matter of fact, here's a little trick you can use. Just step back and listen to what they're doing and listen to how many times they're using the word I or me, or they're talking about themselves versus when they're listening to you and listening to you. This is where we can excel over AI and beat the daylights out of AI by listening, really genuinely listening and asking follow-up questions that are important to find out how you can help that person. This is how we can get ahead as human beings. And finally, number 10, the way you can really get ahead, you combine the AI tools with your creativity, your personality, your being you with all of the AI tools. It's the combination. It's not either or. It's both and. We want to use the AI technology, but we're not going to let it control and dominate. We are going to let human connections dominate. Human connections and binding with people. That's the real key, and that's what we all have to do. We have to make sure that what we're doing is getting along with people and helping them in ways that are going to be far beyond what has been done before. And this is what we do at Stark Raving Entrepreneurs. We help people with that in many different ways. As a matter of fact, come over and see us. We'd love you to bounce over. StarkRavingEntrepreneurs.com. And you can come over there. And if you're catching this video, be sure and like it and share it. Subscribe to this, because then that lets the algorithms know, hey, people want content like this, and it'll let you know when other content like this comes out. So you're finding out more about how human beings can overcome the challenges that might be there with AI. That's the key, what you want. And one thing that we also put together for you is some AI tools that are going to help you. Matter of fact, it's over on, listen, if you're listening to this, write this down. And if you're catching this on video, we got a QR code here for you. And remember the tool, the place you go to, the URL is AI Tools for, the number 4, biz, biz.com. AI Tools for biz.com. You're going to learn about tools like ChatGPT. Yes, their latest one, which is really good. Their ChatGPT, and it's 4.0 mini. And by the way, that's 4.0, not 0, but O. That's where we are right now with this. And if you're listening to this sometime in the future, they might be up to 5.0 or whatever. But ChatGPT is really good. Canva also we talk about in this handout that you get. This resource is available for you. And DALL-E 3 is a tool to create graphics. You can do that now with many tools out there. And this ties into it and helps you to create the graphics that you need. A tool like lexica.art gives you the ability to create pictures in a wonderful way. And Yoodli, one of our favorites, YOODLI at yoodli.ai, gives you the ability to get a speech coach so that you can get help from AI on that big speech that's coming up and you want to make sure it's just right, or that interview, that job interview. Yoodli can help you on that. Real good tool that we'd encourage you to look into. And we also talk about OpenAI. They're the people that give us ChatGPT, and they give us DALL-E 3 and several other really good tools. So we appreciate them. And if any of you are listening to it, we appreciate you at OpenAI for all the work you're doing. Also, Stable Diffusion, a great little tool that helps you in many different ways. So, and here's another way to tune. Those of you catching this on video, here's a QR code that you can use, and it shows you where you can go on here, how you can make that work as I move it around a little bit there on the screen. So lots of good. And we want to give you even more help because right now you've seen a lot of this. We'd love to hear from you, and here are a couple other videos that will help you to learn how to use AI more, how you can use these tools to really get ahead. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you.